Hello everyone, welcome to Wiseish, your daily power boost. It is a new day. in the United States of America, but also the entire world, there's a whole different energy in the air. I can feel it, but there's a call for all of us to really find a way to work together despite our differences. I want to talk about that. About what is it that makes us think that sometimes being different means to move away from, or to isolate yourself, or to create the narrative that you are superior or inferior to another just because you're different. It's interesting because we really are all different, period. But it's the energy that when we actually all come together, then it determines a little bit of a different vibe. And I have been observing, because I do live with a variety of folks, like different kinds of personalities. And there are some that I can understand, some that I'm still trying to understand, some that I'm just like not able to really get. But if at the root of the relationship there is respect and there is love, it doesn't matter. Yes, ever so often there'll be differences. Yes, ever so often there'll be definitely disagreements, but you always return to love. And I think that with what we've been witnessing at a global level, where there's this culture of us against them, that if there is a lack of soul-conscious spiritual love, then there will always be this feeling of feeling either inferior or superior to another. And the feeling of inferiority or superiority is actually being fed through the vice of the ego. When our egos are basically erupted in our personality, when the ego is what is feeding the personality to express its thought form, then the ego will either feel very low about itself or really, really super high. But when there's self-respect, there's a leveraging energy that comes through in your relationship. Even though everybody has a different role to play, everyone has a different part to play, there's a leveraging. Why? Because there's love. When there is love and there's respect and there's soul consciousness, which is really where the love comes from, is that you will embrace each other's differences. It doesn't mean that if I don't have you sit at my dinner table, it means I don't love you. It's different. I can love you and you still don't have to join me at my dinner table. We're just not in resonance. We don't have a narrative. Maybe we're not working together. Maybe there's not a connection. So when we talk about love or embracing each other to find unity, it doesn't mean you have to go out all over the place and hug everyone, which we can't anyway because the pandemic is still existing. But it just means that as I'm walking and moving around, I'm focused on the most important weapon I could possibly use is my weapon of love. To be able to embrace the thinking of another person which I can't relate to. I don't understand why they think the way they do, or they decide what they do decide. Sometimes it's unimaginable to try to intellectually decode why we do what we do. But when there is the energy of love at the base of the personality, it will naturally breathe the energy of self-respect and self-worth, which will automatically make you accept the differences of others. If we're planning to unite the United States of America, we individually as Americans have to become embodiments of love. We can do all the talk we want, we can try to create all the laws we want, until we have accepted that we are worthy to be loved and to give love. It's not going to be easy for you to accept other people who are just very different. And I'll tell you, one of the greatest gifts is to be exposed to more individuals that are beyond your particular genre of consciousness. Sometimes hop into a little bit of the drama or sci-fi or comedy or hip-hop or urban or this or that. Explore all the different ways and how people think. Explore it, explore it. Hear, listen more to what makes us so different, is that we're all carrying a different recording in the soul. So we're naturally going to be different. But how can I get along with you being so different? I have to become love. If I don't become love, I will never accept you. You don't have my color skin. You don't speak my language. You're not from my neck of the woods. You don't have my religion. You don't even like the same foods I like. Come on, I'm vegetarian and you're what? You're eating down the cow? You know how many programs I've been to, public events, and I sit there with my vegetarian and have no problems that this person's having fish and that one's having steak and that one's having. I go, that's fine. At the base of the soul has to be love in order for you to accept. I mean, I could say, oh, don't hurt the fish, don't hurt the cow. Oh, please don't kill the goat or the chicken. I don't. I just don't. I didn't say that I wasn't always there, but I eventually got there. I go, who am I to? I used to eat meat. I used to indulge in all of that, but I just don't anymore. I've outgrown it. I want to preserve the planet, not hurt it. That's me. I want to do that. And I have enough love to sit at a table where others have love in a different way, and certain things don't resonate. I don't drink alcohol, so it's okay. They're drinking a scotch and they're having wine. I'm having my Perrier Pellegrino. No endorsement, of course, but you see, we can embrace each other's differences, but we need to become love. Become the love you wish to see in the world. Become the love you wish to feel in the world. Become the love that you wish to make the world into a golden aged space. Thanks for joining us on Wiseish. Please definitely take good care of yourself, and to remember, no one can take away your happiness unless you give them permission. And we really are here to love each other the same. Please, let's turn up the volume and love more so we can usher through a world that Jesus, Buddha, Abraham, Khuda, Bhagwan, Krishna, Lakshmi, Narayan would be so pleased to see a world like that. We can do it. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining us on Wiseish. A little bit of wisdom can take you a long way. Take care.